Welcome back from the quarterly challenge, the dry week, you magnificent bastards.
Made it.
Yeah.
We made it, guys.
Yeah, now hopefully we got like a bunch of reset palates.
Yeah?
Able to go in with a little bit of a fresh perspective. Fresh perspective. And Red Letter Day, as you saw in the Whiskey Tribe Dry Week episode, the Titan animation is done.
So I've been putting off reviewing whiskeys that Titans have given us for like 6 months.
Yes.
How long have you been
feasting on its raw glory?
How long have you had...
Mooching it all to myself?
How long have I... I could have reviewed Titan whiskeys how long ago? How recently?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's irrelevant at this point. The animation is ready. And what's the first whiskey we're to come out of the quarterly challenge?
Well, we've got 2 whiskeys.
Yes.
From Brandy Kite.
But this, wait, is he?
He's a Titan.
He's a Titan. Okay, so we gotta.
So what do we do? No. You're sitting down. You can't be more.
Well, what's the unveiling? The first.
I don't know.
First thing.
Are you ready?
Wait, I've got it. I've got it. Ready?
Yeah. All right, then into the animation from there. Wow, that's terrifying.
How do we say the name?
I don't know.
Brandy Kite.
Daniel, do you hear that?
I do.
Off in the distance, a rumble, a magnificence. Can it be?
Cheers, you magnificent bastards.
That was a long walk around the lake.
It really was, yeah.
Get to Deanston.
This is 2 special edition bottlings of Deanston. Yes. We're going to start with the Stout Cask.
Okay.
I'm going to pour one into each glass for you.
So, Stout beer cask?
Yes. As a matter of fact, they used Dragon's Milk Stout, which is a Michigan New Holland beer.
Yes.
They used their beer barrels to age Deanston Scotch.
So I'm getting Deanston for days on the nose. I'm trying to find the stout, man.
So that's a partnership between Michigan and Scotland.
That's kind of exciting, though.
You right?
It's kind of exciting. You don't often hear about that.
You know those Michiganders, they're all about the Scots.
When I think Michigan, I think international collaboration.
Okay.
All right, so sweet for days on this nose here, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like really like a simple syrup, fruity, intensely perfumey sweetness on that nose. Yeah, that sweet maltiness for sure. I like Deanston. What's the proof on that?
This one is 50.5.
Yeah, man.
It's jumping out of the glass as incredibly fruity, as well as that sweetness.
That's a percentage.
Yeah, there's still a little of the earthy, musty note I like in Deanston.
Yeah. I can't pick out what a stout is giving me.
Yeah, on the Jameson Stout Cask finish, it was obvious.
Yeah.
It was like,
maybe it'll show up on the
round,
taste.
dark, creamy notes.
Mm-hmm. This would be something that'd be really interesting to have the AB of the whiskey.
Yeah, not just a Deanston.
The whiskey.
You know what might be closest is a Deanston Virgin Oak.
What's the proof on the Virgin Oak?
I think it's low.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Deanston, and I think we've said this a few times before, I think it's probably one of the more underrated scotches out there.
I agree. We don't have the one that I was going to compare. And the Classic 12 is 43%. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to go in straight with it.
You got to like that maltiness, though.
Huh?
You got to like the malty quality.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. If you don't like that, you're probably not going to like the Deanston.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe like
that's
a little bit of a...
This is the sweetest of the Deanstons I've ever tried.
It is, and I'm wondering if there's like this sweet cream element, and that cream element's coming from the stout.
Yeah. So here's the thing about Deanston.
Sweet cream. Yeah.
The thing I've always loved about Deanston is it always had this like sweet honeysuckle, but it was never candied.
Yes.
And then when they did the sherry cask finish, it was that sweet honeysuckle mixed with the sherry funk. Mm-hmm. Right? I don't like the direction this took Deanston.
Yeah.
It doubled down on all the sweet cream notes, but it didn't add any other complexity or interestingness.
It made it sweeter for sure.
Yeah.
I would be curious as to how this specific set of flavors would handle a big old chunk of ice.
Yeah.
Because I think that level of intensity of sweetness, if you're going for like, whiskey on a hot day and you're trying to dial it down with some ice there, I think this has enough weight behind that sweet flavor set that it could be really nice with some ice in there.
I'm gonna add a little water.
You want water? No. You know what? I was thinking? This is what I'm thinking. I think
This is your add some water glass.
I need to be. I brought a bottle.
Oh, okay.
I need to become the advocate, the champion, the proponent of ice in the vault, because you're never going to make it happen.
We have an ice machine sitting over there in a box.
Yeah, you've been promising this ice
No, it's
machine.
sitting right there. We just never plugged it in.
You've been sitting.
Zach has a
You've
plan.
been sitting on this ice machine for years.
Last Friday, Zach's asked if he could have one of our Lone Elm barrels that we're not using anymore.
Right.
So he can use it as a pedestal for the ice machine.
How much noise?
Directly behind you.
How much noise does it make?
How much? It's noisy. But the thing is, if you start it and then turn it off before we start shooting, it'll still have ice in it.
All right, because here's why I say this. Whiskey is meant to be explored, and I think there's a lot of whiskeys that are so incredibly different, but also really, really nice after you add the ice.
I disagree.
No. I've been dabbling. And it's different, right?
It's definitely different.
It's less pure than the whiskey straight out of the
not
barrel,
about purity.
But there's, I think there's an entire angle to the whiskey experience that has been neglected because,
I don't know.
Yeah, the nerds be like, I couldn't possibly do ice. Like, you know what? I am a fan of a neat pour. I neat pour for days.
I'm not arguing for no ice.
Don't get me wrong, the neat pour, but there's just something about some ice in there, and it's not only a practice that the noobs, that the beginners do. I mean, hell, man, we've been sitting at tables with like some of the biggest players in the industry, and they'll go to any restaurant and they can order their brand of whiskey in any restaurant they go to. And how do they order it?
With my guys, neat.
With the guys that actually know what they're doing.
Oh, what guys do you ever go in the industry and drink
I don't
with?
want to.
I don't want to name names.
The Ireland. Here's the thing. In Ireland,
Yeah.
how did they order their own damn whiskey?
I don't remember.
On the rocks, man.
I did not remember that he did that.
Yes, they absolutely did. Anyway, and we're back. I want to name names. I had to remind Daniel of this
I
occurrence.
still have no memory
He
of
has
that.
such an
wait.
animosity.
Hang on, you-
towards ice.
No.
He blanked it from his memory that we're sitting at a table and they ordered their own whiskey on the rocks at the table.
Hang on a second. You have started this whole storyline that I'm anti-ice.
He hates it.
Which
He
could
hates it.
not be further from the truth.
As soon as the cameras go off, you know what he says? Great show, Rex. That was phenomenal. I am in awe of your on-camera skill set. Secondly, I hate ice. Every time.
You couldn't even maintain it. So here's my argument with ice.
Right.
It's not that it sucks. My frustration, so I'm not taking argument with that it changes things. Yes, it absolutely changes things. I'm arguing that it makes it more interesting or more complex in a lot of cases.
Yeah.
Because my frustration has been a summer Texas drink.
Right.
Is whiskey on ice freaking amazing.
Yeah.
My go-to drink at night,
Yes.
smoking cigars, whiskey on the rocks.
Okay.
Period. Especially when it's 99 degrees at midnight in Texas. My frustration has been finding any whiskey that ice makes more interesting or maintains a new complexity as opposed to just either only watering it down or eliminating and leaving behind only the funky notes. And so I've gone through.
I go into it with a different priority and expectation. I think you're looking for it to either maintain complexity or become more complex. The only thing I want is this nice and enjoyable? Now, to your point,
I'm saying no.
To your point, if you're saying very often it strips away some of the nicer flavors and leaves me with some funky stuff, a lot of whiskeys do.
Yes.
But I also think a lot of whiskeys don't.
Not a lot.
I think it's worth exploring.
I'm willing to do it, but I've probably done 50, 60 whiskeys over the last, specifically on the rocks. And every time I discover, except for 2, that on the rocks, it's like everything I liked about this whiskey's gone. And everything that's left is stuff that I'm like,
Don't worry, young buck, I'll steer you true.
I don't know if I like that.
Wait, there's more whiskey here. We should probably.
By the way, the water added to this just simplified it, but it's still simply sweet and round. It's turned into the simplicity of a sweet Irish whiskey, but with the musty malt funk of a Scotch.
Yeah.
Like it has a weird identity problem.
It doesn't have the shortbread cookie note, but
No.
I get what you're saying. Now, the other one, did you put your nose in that yet?
Well, no, I haven't switched to it yet. This one, the second one is their 9-year-old Brandy Cask finished Deanston, and I'm really excited about this one.
Okay, it's going to be surprising what's on the nose there. Right?
It smells like brandy.
It smells like, for me,
That is hard candy.
That is like almost what's it called? Whenever you char the sugar a little bit.
Oh, creme brulee.
Yeah, creme brulee with a little bit of maple in there.
Oh, I could see the maple.
Yeah, maple.
Yeah.
Like if you creme brulee a maple syrup.
But there's like cherries in there.
Yeah.
So it's almost like...
There's some dark fruit mixed in too. Yeah.
Yeah, but there's almost... So they when the Canadians come and visit, they often bring maple candies as a fun gesture.
Yeah.
Or anybody from where there's maple being made. I've discovered people from areas where maple is made are very, very proud of their maple.
Yeah.
Like they take it very seriously.
And everybody else, like occasionally you'll get it on pancakes. Occasionally.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
No.
It's like, it's fine. It's not that.
No, but they bring in this maple hard candy that I really fell in love with.
Okay.
And the smell of this is reminding me of that maple hard candy, but with all these dark fruity notes behind it. Mm-hmm. I really love the nose. See, this is tremendously... This partners with Deanston correctly.
This is tremendously different than the Deanston we just had.
Yeah.
It's like a
night and
different...
day.
Yeah. No, not even close.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
That is...
Son of a bitch.
Rich and savory.
That might be my favorite Deanston I've ever
complex.
tried.
No, that is exceptional. That is really nice.
Wow.
And then like this rosewater honey finish.
Yes.
Wow.
And so the honeysuckle of Deanston's still there.
Right.
That deep fruit mustiness is still there. The woody brandy note is still there. Everything is there. That just keeps going.
Yeah. That is...
And cask strength too.
And that was a
56.4.
What was it? It was a port finish?
No, it's a brandy cask.
Brandy cask.
Man, I am locking this in the cabinet. Because holy sh**. This is better than the Deanston 18 by 30%. And the Deanston 18 is not a cheap whiskey.
Wow.
This is half the age of the Deanston 18.
Yeah.
And the Deanston 18, if I remember correctly, is Oloroso sherry cask.
And even on the nose, you're in for something special, unique, but it doesn't color so far outside the lines that it just gets weird. It gets... It's not weird, it's special.
That is rich and beautiful. And with a cigar, could you imagine?
Yeah, it's like that. There's like that char from the oak. Man. There's that maple.
I feel like I'm tasting a
rosewater and
Scotch Malt Whiskey Society bottle.
The dark fruits in there. That is the definition, I think, of a complex whiskey.
Oh yeah.
So between the Titan animation and us getting off on the ice tangent, this is a 90-minute episode. Here's to fighting, stealing, and drinking. We'll do the questions next episode. Yeah.
If you fight me, I fight for a friend.
Oh, link to the quarterly challengers.
Oh yeah.
All the
quarterly challenge link below.
Yeah.
If you completed Dry Week, fill out the link below.
We're going to add your name to the list of quarterly challengers. If you steal me, you steal your liver's heart.
And if you drink, may you drink with us.